Hello everybody and welcome to Techlore. If you're looking for a VPN to improve your privacy and security on the internet, you've come to the right place. This channel is home to countless VPN reviews where I in-depth break down services to not only let you know what the best VPNs are, but to also offer a way to hold companies accountable and push them to improve their products. Today, I'm going to be sharing the 5 highest rated VPN services on my channel. I'm going to share with you their overall scores, each one's pros and cons, as well as what user it's geared towards. Also, if you decide to stick around, there will be an honorable mention section, just like WatchMojo. To clarify VPN scoring, there are 5 categories, each weighted by importance for a total score out of 5. Each of these VPNs have already been reviewed on the channel, so if you want to watch those original reviews, I will leave them all in the description below. Let's begin with the 5th highest rated service, CyberGhost, which scored 4.4 out of 5. Security's excellent, they don't keep logs, jurisdiction is outside the 14 eyes, encryption is extremely strong, and they passed all security and DNS leak tests I threw at them. I wouldn't recommend the service for its speed, it was nothing amazing, but nothing bad either. The customization offered by CyberGhost is pretty extensive and unique in comparison to other services, especially when connecting to a server. I absolutely love the wizard setup. Moving to their usage, they implement a block-style UI geared towards what activities you want to perform in that instance. All of their clients are good, but light on customization. When it comes to stability, CyberGhost is rock solid and had 0 issues. Server selection is decent, offering over 1,300 servers in over 30 countries. The lowest price point offered is the 2-year plan, which comes down to $3.50 per month. As for who the VPN is geared towards, I see CyberGhost targeted towards the general users, mostly using a VPN for web browsing and just any general usage. If you want something with a broad amount of settings but still simple and easy to use with fantastic security, CyberGhost is definitely a good option. Now we have the 4th highest service, Private Internet Access, or to avoid the mouthful, PIAA, with a score of 4.5 out of 5. PIAA has extremely good security, with the only downside being their jurisdiction based in the United States, which is under the 5 eyes of the 14 eyes program. I'm going to let you guys decide how much you think jurisdiction impacts a VPN security, since it's a very widely debated topic and I'm in the middle of the spectrum. Moving to speed, PIAA did phenomenally in my testing with only a slight drop off in P2P traffic. Customization is also fantastic. In my opinion, they have one of the best balances between simplicity and features within the program. Usage-wise, PIAA excels here as well. I liked all of their clients, and they even have a Linux client. The only complaint I have is their desktop clients rely on a notification-based UI rather than a centralized program. I am not a fan. I had no issues with stability using PIAA, so that's perfect. As for server selection, they offer over 3,000 servers in 28 countries at the time of making this video, an outstanding selection. Price-wise, the cheapest plan on PIAA is their 2-year plan at $2.91 per month, which is the 2nd cheapest plan on this list. When it comes to who PIAA is geared towards, I will confidently tell you that it is geared towards a majority of the users out there. It's great for streaming, gaming, and very high download speeds, as well as offering a ton of customization and a Linux client. PIAA definitely nails a majority of the requirements of which people look for in a good VPN. Moving on to the top 3, the bronze medal is awarded to IPVanish, scoring 4.6 out of 5. IPVanish has excellent security with no issues, except like PIAA, their jurisdiction is based in the United States, which is in the 14 eyes. Speed-wise, they are great. They have some of the best speeds on the market, which is good news for you gamers and streamers out there. However, IPVanish offers very few settings, and you're not going to find a very extensive amount of customization. Moving to overall usage, the desktop clients don't have the most beautiful user interface, but they get the job done. Unfortunately, there is no Linux client, which sucks. Mobile clients on IPVanish are amazing and I absolutely love them. Stability is also fantastic. There were 0 issues, so huge props to them. Let's not leave out their fantastic server selection with over 1,000 servers in over 60 countries. Lastly, IPVanish has pretty costly pricing. Their cheapest plan is the 1-year plan at $6.49 a month, making it the most expensive on this list. So who is IPVanish targeting? Well, if you game, stream, and download a lot, you're really not going to be able to get your hands on a better VPN. Speed and security are absolutely fantastic. Just keep in mind that you aren't going to be able to fully customize your VPN connection to maximize your security. All in all though, IPVanish is an outstanding service. Number 2 on the list, earning the silver, is AirVPN, scoring 4.6 out of 5. They did tie IPVanish, but AirVPN scored higher in security, and security is the number one thing we look at when evaluating a VPN. Security really doesn't get much better than AirVPN. They are built by activists who are passionate about keeping their users secure. The only part of their security which raises an eyebrow is their jurisdiction based in Italy, which is in the 14 eyes, not the 5 eyes like the United States. However, speed is the biggest issue with AirVPN. It tested above average, but it's still the slowest on this list. Moving on, there is no VPN I've ever used which offers the sheer amount of settings AirVPN has to offer and still be able to lay it out in a simple interface. Usage has pros and cons. Their desktop clients are pretty hideous and outdated, yet functional and easy to use. But the biggest highlight is their fully fledged Linux client. If you use a Linux distribution frequently, this is the service you need in your life. Stop right there though, this comes at the cost of not having any mobile clients, forcing you to use OpenVPN on your mobile devices. So close to perfect. From what I found, they have 215 servers in 19 countries, which is pretty weak server selection, but they are continually expanding. Their pricing is also not the best. Their cheapest plan, being the 1-year plan, is $5.59 per month. AirVPN is hands down geared towards a very specific group of people. If you use Linux and you want a very good GUI VPN option, this is it. If you're a person who's reaching for high security and wants a lot of customization in your connection, this is it. If you're not tech savvy and want something simple that just works, stay away from this service because you are not going to enjoy using it. Bringing it all back together though, AirVPN is the absolute best option for you high security users out there, or anyone that has a Linux client or just wants a lot of customization in their connection. I love AirVPN. And finally, the first place winner of the gold medal is NordVPN with a score of 4.7 out of 5. Nord is just great for so many reasons. First, their security is flawless. Even their jurisdiction is based in Panama outside of the 14 eyes. There's really nothing to complain about. Absolutely top-notch security. Unlike AirVPN though, Nord's speeds are also excellent. My download speeds decreased by only 6% and uploads decreased by 4%, making it one of the fastest services I've ever tested on the channel. Where it does suffer is in customization. It's geared towards a simple experience with very few settings, which is a complaint I have with Nord, but for a majority of you out there, I doubt this is that big of an issue, and for some, this is a positive. Usage is also great, their UI layout and design is just beautiful, same goes with their mobile clients. The only downside is there is no Linux client, which is very unfortunate for you Linux users out there. Stability is also rock solid. From my last review, they were having some minor connection issues, but they have resolved everything as of today. Nord is going to offer over 3,300 servers in 60 countries, which is the best server selection on this list. And if all that didn't have you loving them, maybe your full wallet will. They offer a 3-year plan for only $2.75 a month, making the 3-year plan the cheapest option on the list. I'd recommend NordVPN to a huge majority of users out there. Its casual usage is fantastic, its speeds are great, making it an awesome option for gaming, streaming, and downloading P2P traffic, and its security is top notch. The only group of people I wouldn't recommend NordVPN to are those looking for a Linux client and those of you looking for a lot of customization in your VPN connection, both of which I could recommend AirVPN to you because it's also an excellent option. But honestly, you really can't go wrong with NordVPN. I absolutely just love the service. So that's gonna wrap up the top 5 best VPNs reviewed so far on the channel. Now, before I give you guys the honorable mentions, I'd like to say a few things. First, there's probably a service I haven't reviewed yet on the channel, and because of that, it can't make the list yet. If you want to keep up to date with all my new reviews I post on the channel to see if something tops one of these 5, make sure to subscribe below to keep up to date. Second, a little disclaimer, I do all of my testing on my devices in my location. And you might get a different experience with your devices in a different location around the world. It's just how it works. So make sure you're satisfied with something right off the bat, and if you're not, request a refund before the refund policy expires. Third, if you found a service that you think fits you, it's much appreciated if you use the affiliate links in the description below so that you can support the channel while picking the services you're going to end up using. Thank you so much in advance if you go through those links. I love you. All right, let's get into those honorable mentions. First, we have ExpressVPN at 4.2 out of 5. They do keep some logs, but security is overall pretty good. Their speeds were average, which killed their score. It is a pretty good service nonetheless. ProtonVPN's Plus account scored 4 stars out of 5. Their security is amazing, speed is amazing, but they fell off the map with usage and customization. I did review them before they had a Mac and any mobile clients, so they will probably score a lot higher once I do an update to my review. Next up, Windscribe at 4 stars out of 5. They're just a good VPN. It doesn't fail in anything, but it doesn't really excel in anything either. Their free variant is one of the best free services available next to ProtonVPN. And lastly, we have ViperVPN, also at 4 stars out of 5. They predominantly suffered in security and speed. Their usage, stability, and customization was pretty good, but there were definitely issues with this service. That's gonna wrap up the video. Thank you so much for watching, and by golly, I will see you all next time on Techlore. Have a freaking lemuricious day. I look blurry. I'm definitely blurry. I definitely f***ed this up. If you use a Linux distro frequently, I'd recommend NordVPN